Imagine you are standing in the vast 4,000-meter high altitudes of the Himalayas. It is a place where the air is so cold and thin that every single breath you take feels like a sharp knife cutting your throat. Amid those hard, dark, ancient rocks that have absorbed the sunlight for thousands of years, you suddenly see a solid rock start to sweat. Yes, you heard that right. A thick black substance resembling tar seeps out from the heart of the ancient rocks. For centuries, the locals have said this substance is the sweat of the mountains. But ancient sages called it the destroyer of weakness. Today, I don't want to talk about an ordinary supplement. I want to talk about Shilajit, a substance that is now under the close scrutiny of modern medical science. But before you get excited and rush to the first online store, let me give you a serious warning. What is sold as Shilajit in a staggering 90% of markets around the world is not only completely ineffective and useless, but because of the presence of heavy metals, it can cause irreversible and permanent damage to your kidneys and liver. Did you know that authentic Shilajit can actually trick your cells into producing energy like a 20-year-old again? Or have you heard how it can potentially reverse the difficult course of infertility in men? Today, not only will I break down 8 incredible health benefits of this substance that have been confirmed by proven scientific studies, but at the very end of this video, I'll reveal a hidden secret that no seller ever wants you to know: the flame and water test. If you don't know how to do this test, you're basically throwing your hard-earned money away and harming your body. Today, we're going to find out whether this ancient resin is truly the key to our heart and mind health, or if it's just an old myth. Stay with me until the very last second, because this information could reveal the difference between a smart purchase and a major health risk. Let's be honest with each other for a moment. How many of you, when you wake up in the morning, even after a full 8 hours of deep sleep, still feel like a heavy truck has run right over you? How often has it happened that in the middle of the day, right when you really need to focus on your important work, you suddenly feel like your brain has completely locked up and it's as if a thick, heavy fog has filled your head? We live in an era where chronic fatigue, hair loss, irritability, and decreased physical strength have become commonplace. Many clients say that they're no longer the person they used to be. It's as if their body's battery has run out, and no matter how much coffee they drink or how much they rest, they just can't recharge. This feeling of helplessness, this inner trembling, or even those unexplained heart palpitations and sudden bouts of anxiety, all of it points to one thing. Right now, your body is experiencing an energy famine deep down at the cellular level. Imagine your body is like a race car that is not getting the high-quality fuel it needs to run. Your arteries are becoming clogged, not enough oxygen is reaching your vital tissues, and the engine, which is your heart and brain, is running with a lot of friction. In such situations, we usually turn to chemical drugs or colorful supplements that only cover up the problem. But what does Shilajit really do? Shilajit is actually an energy transformer. There are many clients who, in their 40s or 50s, have lost their self-confidence in their married life or at work due to a natural decrease in youth hormones. They often suffered from brain fog. That is that frustrating state where you suddenly forget where you put your keys or what your longtime colleague's name was. Shilajit is not just a powder or a capsule. It is the result of medicinal plants being compressed between layers of the earth over millions of years. It's as if nature has gathered the essence of all its power into this substance to offer you strength during your most challenging moments. But the question is your body ready to receive this power or not? Or is it completely overwhelmed by environmental toxins and stress right now that even the miracle of the mountains cannot do anything to help it? Today, I want you to discover how to revive the dead batteries of our tired bodies. So, is Shilajit actually a plant or a rock? The answer will surprise you. Many people think Shilajit is a shrub that gets harvested. But the truth is, Shilajit is an organic phytocomplex. Millions of years ago, when the continents were shifting and vast forests were buried under the pressure of the Himalayas, these plants decomposed under specific pressure and temperature, turning into a substance rich in minerals. Shilajit contains more than 84 types of ionic minerals. But the real hero of this story is fulvic acid. This acid is a very small molecule that has carrier properties. It means it takes nutrients, passes them through your cell walls, and delivers them directly into the mitochondria, the cell's energy factory. Imagine you have a warehouse full of coal, the nutrients in your body. But you don't have any workers to put that coal into the furnace. The fulvic acid found in Shilajit is like that worker who quickly delivers the fuel to the furnace, so the flame of life in your body can burn bright again. That's why we call it a powerful antioxidant, because not only does it deliver fuel, but it also removes toxic ashes, that is, free radicals, from the cell. How can Shilajit strengthen your brain's defenses against aging? One of the most remarkable scientific studies on Shilajit is its role in preventing neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. As we grow older, a protein called tau begins to gradually build up in the brain, which leads to the destruction of nerve cells. The effect of Shilajit, specifically fulvic acid, is that it prevents the abnormal accumulation of this protein. This means that Shilajit isn't just for the body, it's also a nootropic or brain booster. Patients who complained of occasional forgetfulness reported after a supervised course of use that their concentration improved and they no longer experienced that afternoon mental fatigue. The secret that Shilajit holds for men: does it really increase sperm count or not? This is the area that is most often exploited or misused. But let's hear the truth from the perspective of science. In a clinical study, a group of healthy men aged 45 to 55 were given a specific daily dose of purified Shilajit. The results after 90 days were astonishing. There was a significant increase in free testosterone levels. What happened? Shilajit, due to its content of zinc, magnesium, and folic acid, stimulates the endocrine glands. Regarding infertility, if the cause of low sperm count is oxidative stress or mineral deficiency, Shilajit detoxifies the testes and creates an environment for the production of healthier and more motile sperm. This means greater stability and strength. Not with risky short-term medications, but by strengthening the body at its roots. Why do we still feel tired no matter how much we sleep? Shilajit has the answer to this mystery. Chronic fatigue syndrome is a condition in which a person constantly feels exhausted despite not having any specific illness. Science says that this problem is caused by mitochondrial dysfunction. Mitochondria are the essential powerhouses that produce ATP, which is the body's primary unit of energy. Your body is like a mobile phone with a broken battery. Even if it shows a full charge, it drains after a simple phone call. Shilajit effectively repairs your cell's batteries by stimulating the production of coenzyme Q10 and delivering essential minerals. That is why professional athletes use it at high altitudes for incredibly fast body recovery. Why does our body fail at high altitudes, and how does Shilajit step in to save us? When you go to high altitudes, the oxygen decreases and you experience dizziness. It also brings shortness of breath and insomnia. Thanks to its high content of fulvic acid and humic acid, Shilajit helps red blood cells carry oxygen more efficiently. This substance helps the body adapt to harsh environmental conditions, meaning physical stress. That's why, in traditional Tibetan medicine, Shilajit is an inseparable part of the diet for people living in the mountains. But what about anemia and iron deficiency, especially in women? How can Shilajit even work better than regular iron tablets? Iron deficiency anemia is quite common in women due to their regular menstrual cycles. Many people experience constipation or stomach pain when taking iron tablets. Shilajit is a rich source of organic iron that is highly absorbable. Not only does this substance raise hemoglobin levels, but because it contains copper, it also helps your body absorb iron from the food you eat more effectively. This is a dual approach. It both provides iron and opens the way for better iron absorption. Heart health, the double-edged sword of Shilajit. Shilajit is great for the heart, but not for everyone. Listen to this part carefully. Animal studies have shown that Shilajit can help prevent heart damage and keep your heartbeat regular. But there is a very important point to consider. If you have very low blood pressure or are currently taking certain heart medications, Shilajit can potentially drop your blood pressure too much. Shilajit improves blood flow and strengthens the heart muscles, increasing the efficiency of this vital pump. But again, I emphasize that this part must be supervised by a specialist doctor to avoid any drug interactions. Does the elixir of youth really exist in the rocks? Aging means the oxidation of cells. It's like iron rusting. Shilajit is the most powerful antioxidant found in nature. This substance neutralizes free radicals, preventing skin wrinkles and joint damage. Its fulvic acid helps collagen-producing substances reach the skin more effectively. This means beauty and vitality that radiate from within, not just with creams that you apply to your skin. But do you remember what I said at the beginning of the video? I said there's a secret that sellers are afraid of. That secret is this. Raw and unrefined Shilajit is toxic. Many of the powders you see on the market are crushed stones that haven't been purified and contain dangerous amounts of lead, mercury, and arsenic. To test its authenticity, real Shilajit should completely dissolve in water without leaving any residue at the bottom. If you hold it over a flame, it shouldn't burn like plastic. Instead, it should puff up and bubble without giving off a chemical smoke smell. Shilajit is a powerful tool, but like any other tool, if it's not used properly, it can cause harm. Our goal in this video was to turn you from a simple consumer into an informed individual. Your health is far too precious to risk with inexpensive and low-quality products. Always remember that nature provides the cure, but science teaches us exactly how to use it. Take care of your body's miracle and stay energetic and healthy until the next video. Don't miss the upcoming videos either.